Hello and welcome back to another Mario Tube 2 commentary by host Mario Tube 2. It's a Monday. I've been playing a lot of Solange and let's get started. The first big announcement. Guys, this is so crazy. People who watch this series for whatever reason would know that to start all my commentaries, I say, guys, I didn't record gameplay this week. This is old footage from like 3 years ago. Well, guess what I did today? I went on a childhood website of mine where I used to play emulators on, and I played Artistic series. I played Sonic. It's a one pack, Sonic 2 Delta, and it's a game I used to play a lot back in from like 2016, 2017. It's very nostalgic to me. The website is called Sega.com, Sega with two S's. Whenever, dude, it's so funny when you go on a website and it looks exactly the same. Like there's no change whatsoever to it since the first day you went on it as a kid. Like that was, it was just fun to play that game again and go through the levels and stuff. It's been so long since I played Sonic and video games in general. I don't play video games anymore. Not because I'm one that's like I'm too old. I'm too old for video games. It's more just because I don't find time for it. And also, fun fact, my voice is gonna be like a bit gravelly today, unfortunately. But in Atomic Habits, a book I read, I learned that the more you remove something out of your peripheral vision, or make something inaccessible, the less you'll think of it. I have a giant toy box of old toys, of old like plushes and stuff, like blocking all my video games, and because I can't access my games, I feel less driven to actually play video games, and this has been like for like a year at this point. So I've just not been playing them. But again, with a lot of with things like social media and video games, I feel like if you just you just stop playing them or like being online, you just forget about it after a while, and then you just move on with your life. 'Cause again, like a lot of these things that we are addicted to, they are just distractions. They're just dopamine distractions. They don't actually like mean much in our lives in the end of it. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. Speaking of the video game, this year's been so weird for me, man, because I felt like the past since 2019 to 2023 was like, for me personally, was a mental downward spiral. I thought I was I was healing in 2023, but it was like half healing, half being destructive. It was like 2023 was just a healing process, but it was a very long process, and I feel like this year, I've been way more content, way more happier. I've done so much. I've been so happy. So many projects I've done. So many places I've been. There's so much things I've done that has made me happy. This year, and this year will definitely go down as like one of my favorites, not only of the 2020s, but just in my life in general. And that's what I want it to be, because when I realized during like the start of the year that this would be my last year as a teenager, transitioning into a legal adult, I was like, I have to make this year something to remember, and I definitely did. In November right now, I can say I definitely did, and I'm proud of myself for it. But what sucks is that I don't think that there probably is a quote like specifically for this, but it's like a saying of like, your past will always haunt you throughout life. I knew this for a while because I used to be part of this community of animators, and ever since I left the community, they have been on the internet with me forever. Even when I try to avoid it as much as possible, they just somehow end up on my timeline. It's always someone who is associated with that community, always messaging me. They always find their way to me. And along with that, recently, sometimes I see old friends. Sometimes I see just objects. Just even objects that just remind me of my past. Sometimes even just things in my room. And the thing is, it's so weird how once you move past something, it kind of just comes back reminding you of it. It makes sense. Because for the longest time, I was always thinking about like my childhood years, like which I would say was like my prime childhood years, like 2011 and 2016. I finally like stopped thinking about those years and just thought about the present, the now. And as soon as I genuinely got those years out of my mind, it's crazy to me how like so many things just remind you of that time period, and you just have to kind of just be like, oh, because it's a good memory, but you have to move on. That you have to make new memories. But yeah, I just find it interesting how the world spins. I guess everything like this goes in circles. Anyway, our next topic is college. I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but we are currently doing a children's book project. It's I did some character design today. That was fun. I'm more focused on university because today we had to write our personal statements, which is like basically a resume, but for like colleges in America, if that's a good version I'd give. Like we had to like review ours, and my friend recommended me some good some universities ago, and I find it crazy how like I think one of the things I'm like most hyped for with university is low-key just like a dorm. I really want to be in a completely new environment, just cause, just for that university experience. Cause like they always say like the college experience. I feel like my college experience like right now for UK standards, it's not like high school at all. It feels like high school with way more freedom and way more. I don't know. I guess just freedom really, and like less annoying teachers. That's basically what it is to me. So I think university would be more fun, and also you get your diploma, you get your masters up, you get everything. So yeah, thank you to thank you to all the people who recommended me like to go to uni, because it was definitely a decision that, like, because a lot of people in my class are saying they're not gonna go and they're just gonna get a job, which is also an option you could do. But I think my dad like told me like it's easier just to get it out of the way while you're so young than going to university in like your late 20s or 30s when you have like so much other things to deal with, sometimes even children. So definitely that's the choice for me, just to get that out of the way, and I'll be out of uni by like what, I don't know, like 20, 21. So yeah, that's it. But it depends on how long the course is. Some courses are like 2 years, some are 4 years. But anyway, I'm yapping too much about life. But I'm not done yet. I have another thing. A lot of this is life, actually. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I saw this tweet earlier today. I hope I can find it. There's this tweet that said something like, I've been telling myself to lock in for the past 15 weeks or something. And that made me laugh really loud. Because honestly, it's kind of true. A lot of people say, yeah, I found it. It's called, I've been telling myself to lock in for 15 consecutive weeks. And it's funny though, because it is true. You always hear people say they're gonna lock in. Oh man, I'm gonna lock in this year. What I realized, I'm actually more locked in when I don't say I'm gonna lock in. I feel like when you say, I feel like it's definitely one of those things where don't say you're gonna do something, just do it. I think that applies. Cause like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna just like completely isolate myself and work on something. Have it be done. Have it be great." How about just work on it? You don't even have to. Why was with a lot of projects? You don't even have to lock yourself in to like achieve the goal. You can literally just do it in your regular life. You're just procrastinating. A lot of the time, it's just procrastination. So yeah, that feels a bit more freeing. So I'm probably not gonna be saying. I'll say I'm gonna lock in as a joke, but like I probably won't say like like genuinely anymore. And also speaking of like planning and whatever, I bought a book. It's called The Achievements of Kamala Harris. What would have been the 47th president of the United States if Trump didn't win. I was like, this is a great book. It's actually incredible. Every page is blank. That's the joke. The joke is that she hasn't achieved anything. Is it funny? Yes. Is it kind of messed up to do that? Also, yes. But I bought it on purpose, not just to laugh at it and share it with my friends, but to use it as a little journal. Because it's actually very small and pocketable. And also, I'm doing this random thing because I like journaling in a weird way, where it's 169 pages, which isn't, again, a lot. It's very thin and tight book. But I asked my iPad, like, pick a number between 1 and 169, and then whatever number it is, I'll just, I do a journal entry on that random page. So it wouldn't be like a here and anything. I write the date on it, but I don't know. This is a fun little project I want to do. I just like journaling. But in it today, I decided to do this thing. Because I have an app called TickTick where I note down what I plan to do for whatever day. And then when that day comes, I see it and like, oh yeah, I have to do this today. What I'm doing instead now, I wrote in this. I wrote, planning ahead, 2 ahead times 2. So basically now, because I know my mom was telling me this, like it's better to like plan out the big points of your day, like ages in advance, so your brain can mentally prepare for it. I didn't really need to do that beforehand because I didn't need much preparation for a lot of what I do. I would just, again, get straight to it instead of saying I'm gonna do it. But I did that today, and it felt good. It feels good knowing what I plan to primarily do on Tuesday and Wednesday, and Thursday, Friday. It feels good to do that. So I recommend it. Always plan. Always plan. If you're not gonna do anything big, just plan anyway. It feels good. It feels good. Speaking of planning, I plan on getting a job soon. It's Christmas season. This has pissed me off, by the way. How everyone thinks it's like Christmas time when it's November still. Please give November some time to breathe. I have a minute left, and that sucks. But because it's December, Christmas time, people need to get jobs because people will be in stores, whatever. I didn't get a new job. I quit my old one after the summer ended. I got my like first or second paycheck and dipped. So that's fun. I found this website called Behance by Adobe. I don't know how I didn't find it before, but it's such a good way of like just showcasing all your art and works. I had to put some stuff in there, and when I do, I'll definitely promote myself even more because I have a portfolio website, but I think this would be a way better thing. I'm so glad I found it. So yay! Guys, pray for me. Pray that I get a cool job. Whether it be retail, film, photography, I don't know. We all start simple. We all start like some nice job. I technically didn't. I enjoyed my first job, but yeah. Time's up! No! Oh no, I have 6 seconds. We'll be uploading soon. That's it for this commentary. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.